collateral, invitations, reply cards, anything that you need to be able to communicate your message to your constituents, to your donors, anything that can help move your mission and their passion along.
Your message is our main focus at Metropolitan Press.
For commercial printing or mini print for nonprofits, the best way for you to see what sets us apart is to come up for a tour. We'll be more than happy to greet you, show you our process, take you from the beginning to the end. We guarantee that you won't have the same experience in another print shop.
I think a lot of what makes Metropolitan such a unique culture is not only the printing company, which is obviously at the core of who we are and what we do, but also in this building. We have dedicated spaces for nonprofits to have office space, and they are tenants of ours. We are fortunate to have Shakespeare Dallas, the writers here as tenants in our building.
I'm Jenny Stewart, I'm from Shakespeare Dallas, and we are so thankful for Metropolitan Press for everything they've done for us. We moved into the building with them, so not only do we rent our office space, but they give us discounts on printing throughout the year, and they're so generous on More Texas Giving Day. They support us year round, and we are so thankful for everything that they do for us.
Hey there, my name is Aaron Glover, and I'm with the Writers Guild. We rent space here at Metro Press, and we love it. They treat us like family. There's art around all the time. It's a great place to be.
We are so grateful to be part of the family here. Not only have we done business with them for the last 5 to 7 years, they take care of a lot of our printing needs, but we actually are one of the nonprofits that offers that here. We just love our relationship, our partnership with them. It's a joy being around them. It's a joy being part of this family.
We have once a year our North Texas Giving Day party here.
It is an opportunity for local nonprofits to raise more funds to help promote their mission.
North Texas Giving Day is a key event here in the community where millions of dollars are raised. But at Metropolitan, we decided to step up, and if anybody who makes a donation at our event, their funds get matched 100%. And we're really proud of that effort that we can, accomplish that level of giving on one specific day with some very, very special corporate partners that we bring in to make all of that possible. We service the broader community throughout North Texas, providing commercial print. A lot of our clients are nonprofit organizations. We do full offset printing, full capability digital, variable printing. And in addition to that, we do specialty promotional items to really round out what the client needs as far as getting their message across to their base.
We have the staff to go above and beyond to make sure that your dog gets out on time and looks good.
Right, so that's just a little overview on Metropolitan Press. We are a full-service commercial printer, but we have, from our early inception as a printer, have decided to really focus on the nonprofit community here in North Texas. And then just the tie-in with North Texas Giving Day and Community Foundation has just been such a natural fit for Metropolitan. And we're excited to continue the partnership with them. We're the print provider for a lot of the marketing materials that go out for the nonprofits to build their donor base and try and get people excited about giving on that day. And in addition to doing promotional items and so forth. So at this time, I'd like to bring Cindy up, and she's going to talk a little bit about our Texas or about Community Foundation.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. A very warm welcome to each one of you, and a special thank you to Metropolitan Press. What a wonderful space you have here. Really enjoyed my walk to the break room, seeing all the artists around as well. So thank you for hosting us. Really appreciate it. I'm Sejal Desai, Business Engagement Director for CFT for Business. CFT for Business is a strategic initiative of the Communities Foundation of Texas, where we work with companies of all sizes, small, medium, and large, and make it easy for them to do good in the community, but in a way that's good for business. We have been working in this space now for about 19 years, We help over 300 businesses along the way, really helping them deploy their charitable dollars as well as their employee passions out in the community. We do this in a couple of different ways. Many companies join us by opening up a business advisor fund with us, which is sort of their automatic charitable foundation. Others might become a member of our network. We have a network of good corporate citizens who come together to do good in the community as well. And then others might sponsor various events or working with us on consulting assignments, etc. Our role in our community is to really facilitate good corporate citizenship. So we'd love to obviously speak more with you about that, but I also have a video. We all have these really good videos. Am I just looking at this? Yes, it's right here.
People want to look at their employers and admire them. They want to feel good about what they and what their employer does in the marketplace. We formed this new service called CFT for Business, focused exclusively on how do we bring business more into the world of philanthropy to do good. They can give away services. We can give service days. They can actually have employee giving circles. We can organize funds for businesses that help the community that employees are focused on. All of those are oriented towards increasing employee engagement with their communities.
CFT has been facilitating participation in the philanthropic community in North Texas for over 60 years. And they've been involved and facilitated with grants totaling in excess of $1.7 million.
We were trying to engage our team with a recognized industry expert in North Texas. And we partnered with CFP to try to get back to charity.
As a member participating in different plug-and-play events, you do meet other company employees. There are networking opportunities for CEOs and engagement captains.
It has breathed new life into our company. All of our employees get excited. There's an alignment, right, where the employees can get together, decide what charity they're going to support. The social interaction both inside our company and outside has just been tremendous.
When you are cleaning up a riverbank next to someone, when normally you're in an office cubicle with them, you get to see them in a different light.
We will come up with the right service for the company, so we will customize it for them. But most companies want help with how do I connect my employees with nonprofits? How do I do it efficiently?
They vet the nonprofits, they arrange all the logistics, and all you have to do is have your company employees sign up for the events. It couldn't be any easier for a small company such as ours.
We have enjoyed a tremendous partnership with Communities Foundation of Texas. We started with them in 2008, and we set up our very first fund, and we're looking at 5 different funds.
I think CFT for Business is a great idea, and I think it's going to be successful. And I think it will make both employers and employees who participate happy and proud of their communities.
If I had any advice for other companies looking to develop charitable giving programs, I would say turn to the Communities Foundation of Texas and do it.
Warms my heart every time I see that video. And I've seen it 1,000 times by now. We actually have a few of our member companies and fund holders in the room right now. If you are already affiliated with CFT for Business, if you could raise your hand. Perfect. To be a good corporate citizen, but for others that are not yet, you are welcome to have a quick word with everybody in this room to learn more. We also have Kimberly Banks, who works with our team. She's our business engagement officer, joined us a few months ago, and is just rocking it at CFT for Me. So she is also a good person to chat with if you want to learn more. But one thing we do with our companies a lot, amongst all the other things you've heard us say, is with our companies engage with Texas Youth Day. It's by far one of the most exciting things we do, engaging thousands of employees across multiple companies to give back to the community in what ends up being this huge extravaganza of giving around September for each year. And so we have some examples to share with you shortly on how a few of our companies actually work with and use North Texas Giving Day to give back in the community. But before that, I think we should highlight what North Texas Giving Day really is. And so for that, I'm going to bring up Susan Swan-Smith, and then I'll see you guys back in a minute. I do not have a video. I do have some slides there. So, how many of y'all have heard of North Texas Giving Day? Yeah, I figured that was a pretty safe line. So, I'm not going to go into a whole lot of detail about it. But I will tell you, the why of North Texas Giving Day is simple. We exist to grow the power and spirit of giving. We like to think that North Texas Giving Day is optimistic, it's fun, it's inclusive, it's powerful. North Texas Giving Day celebrates and empowers a groundswell of giving. By sparking a community movement with a clear call to action, get up and give, it doesn't get much more simple than that. We stimulate giving by making it easy to give, by creating a sense of excitement and urgency, by engaging a diverse range of donors, and by supporting a broad array of nonprofits. We've grown in our 10 years tenfold, from $4 million for 300 nonprofits to $48 million for 2,700 nonprofits. Last year, we gave people the opportunity to give time for the first time, and we were blown away. 11,000 of the 81,000 donors pledged time. They pledged over 400,000 hours for $10.5 million. I think we all know we live in a generous community. We see that on every giving day. We had a sense people wanted to give of themselves, but this is just blew us away completely. So why participate in North Texas Giving Day? Well, we think as a company there are a lot of reasons to participate in Texas Giving Day. It empowers you to engage your employees, your vendors, your neighbors, your friends, just as they do here at Metropolitan Press. You make a difference in the community. You support your favorite causes, from arts to zoos and everything in between. It's an opportunity, frankly, to increase your visibility and highlight your philanthropic efforts. There's no reason people shouldn't know that you're doing good, while reaching 2,700 nonprofits and 81,000 donors. So there are a lot of ways to participate. But how do you participate? Well, for that, I'm going to ask Sejal to come back up, and I'm going to introduce Caitlin Guthrow, our Director of Sponsorship and Nonprofit Relations, to talk us through some nuts and bolts and practical suggestions. Well, good afternoon, everybody. So there are so many different ways that you can participate in Engaging Giving Day, and I'm just going to speak at a very high level about 5 of them. There are many more avenues, and I think many of you in this room are already thinking about new and creative ways that you can promote Giving Day this year, including restaurant weeks and more. But just to go through at the high level, the first, of course, is sponsor North Texas Giving Day. And that'll be on the next slide. Susan shows you the graphic with all the hands. When you're talking about a Giving Day that is a $48 million day, we as a nonprofit cannot do this alone. So we partner every year with local companies, foundations, and individuals to help power this incredible movement on the next slide. And one of the key things that we do in partnership with folks in the community is raise what we call a bonus and prize pool. And that is to help amplify gifts that are made to the platform. So last year we raised over $1 million in partnership with communities, foundations, and individuals to help further the fundraising success of nonprofits. The bonus pool ended up being about 3.2%, so a little boost on every gift between $1 and $10,000 that came through the platform. And then every hour we awarded cash and in-kind prizes to participating nonprofits, really creating that excitement for both nonprofits and donors, and really getting the name out of the folks that help sponsor those opportunities. Of course, many of you as companies, you have very niche expertise that is helpful to nonprofits. In the nonprofit sector, we never have resources, right, that we need to marketing or digital campaigns or have the technology that we need to really further and propel our missions forward. And companies can help us do that, even provide in-kind strategy sessions.
And like Susan said, it's an incredibly powerful way when you're a sponsor of North Texas Giving Day with one gift to say that you're helping almost 3,000 local nonprofits. Not many opportunities allow you to do that. So Sejal, I'm going to turn it over to you to give us an example of how you can sponsor North Texas Giving Day.
Thank you, Caitlin. So I'm standing right next to Donna Payne with Texadia Systems. Texadia started working with us a couple of years ago, and when we talked to them about all the cool stuff we do here at CMD4B, they said, how do we do everything, right? And so we can give you some examples about just literally what they've done, and so we're just really excited. So as it relates to North Texas Giving Day, however, they have been a bonus fund sponsor. They have also been an in-kind sponsor of North Texas Giving Day in past years. And last year they did something really cool, and they're getting ready to do it again this year. So Donna, do you want to tell everybody? Sure. And tell them what Texadia is as well. Stand up.
And come up so that our audience, we're live streaming this and so as well. No pressure.
I do not have a video. Clearly I was not prepped well enough. No, we are a technology company. We do everything technology. So from the screens on the walls that you see here to large video walls, to training rooms, to corporate boardrooms, to high luxury homes, to home automation, security, cable. I mean, we do everything technology. So we really wanted to have our business and what it is that we do, we wanted to share that with the community. And so with the great brains of CFT sitting down with a little strategy session, we decided that the best way to do that was to actually have some in-kind prizes that actually allow nonprofits to have technology in their space. And how can technology really help them? So it doesn't necessarily always have to be cash. So we had like a resume that they had to fill out, a little questionnaire that they had to fill out as to how big they were, who were they, what kind of technology would they need, and how would they use it, and how would it benefit the nonprofit. And we had, oh my gosh, there were so many people that applied for this in-kind prize. And we narrowed it down to 3 companies. Then we sat our employees in a boardroom and said, okay, now you get to hear these 3 nonprofits present to you and tell you why Texadia's gift is such a phenomenal thing for them and how it's going to impact them moving forward. And so it was probably the toughest thing our employees had to do was to pick between the 3. There were 7 of them, and I picked 7 specifically because we didn't want to have an even tie. So we ended up having them vote on them. And they picked Healing Hands Ministry, which actually has clinics, a couple of clinics across Dallas that serves 50 different languages. And one of the choices for technology was digital signage. And you've got a digital signage package to put in your facility. And so to them, they could literally blast 50 different languages up on the screen. So when people came in, they knew where to go, they knew who to talk to, they knew what forms to actually fill out. It really helped them communicate with all of their clients and the patients that come through there, and that all of the doctors that don't necessarily speak 50 languages had a way to be able to service the customers. So we ended up being able to do this in a couple. We got strategic with the money that they gave. It was a $10,000 prize. And we got strategic, and we actually were able to do digital signage in 3 different locations, 2 waiting rooms at one location, a waiting room at another location. And we're able to do that for the end of the $10,000 umbrella. And so also, the employees felt so badly about not picking the other 2 that we had to have a cash prize for the other 2, which I was like, we can't tell you aren't deserving because I'm working so hard. So we ended up doing a cash prize for the other 2. And so we made these, we're a technology company, so we have CAD, so we made big checks, printed them out on the plotter, and we actually went on Giving Day and Energizer Bunny over here. She was so excited about it.
That's a big deal.
Yes, and so we went around that day with our employees in hand, and we presented the checks to the nonprofits. So
It was pretty amazing. And we're going to do this again this year.
And
So,
this year.
Thank you, Lana.
So yes, it was a very exciting day, and we got to post it all over social media, so fantastic opportunity. So that's one way. The second way is really through engaging your employees in this whole groundswell of giving and hosting your own corporate giving campaign in alignment with North Texas Giving Day. When you go onto the platform, that website features over 2,000 local nonprofits in over 20 cause areas. So this is a fantastic opportunity for your employees to support the causes that are nearest and dearest to their hearts, for you to then also match those if you're interested and support them as well. Or you can really align that corporate giving campaign with a specific cause area or specific nonprofits. So to further support this idea, and even one of we've had companies create donation stations in break rooms or boardrooms or conference rooms. You can sell laptops and iPads, use those helps, and then really promote this internal campaign where your employees can come down and give their gift on September 19th. But to help you in this arena, on the next slide, we are so thrilled to involve the North Texas Giving Day platform technology. And now, for our CFT for B members and for our sponsors at the $10,000 level and above, we are creating custom giving platforms for your company. So imagine NorthTexasGivingDay.org/ABC Company, and there you can co-brand your own giving platform. You can put content, videos, photographs that can all link back to your website, but you can talk about why you're giving back, how you're giving back to the local community. You can even you can match employee gifts, run a whole giving campaign through it, have goals, thermometer, watch parties, and see real-time reports of who's giving back, how much, and to whom. This can really create a lot of excitement internally in your office and make a huge impact to local nonprofits. So I'll turn it over to Sejal for yet another example in this arena.
Okay, as you can see, we have a lot of fun at the office, coming up with cool, creative ideas. And now, I'm standing next to Michelle Rose from First Global. Michelle, you want to come on up? Michelle has a very different title at work, but I think about her as the person who brings fun, joy, and cheer and happiness to First Global. They just got bought and merged with larger companies, so now she gets to do a lot more fun, a lot more cheer, a lot more happiness. So very exciting stuff. First Global did everything from matching to donation stations to really cool things. So I'll let you speak to everybody about what you did.
Yeah, so in our office, we have, we did set up some donation stations, and we brought in green cookies one year to emphasize that. So we've done a few different things, and then last year we made it, our employees get very competitive. So last year we made it a competition, and because departments range in size, we couldn't say, we basically said percentage. So if you, the department that had the highest percentage of participation, so it didn't necessarily, 10 out of 10 employees could give $20 and they'd still have 100% participation. So we based it on percentage of participation, and then the winning department got to, we do a big tailgate party every year, and so the winning department got to throw a pie in their boss's face. It was fun. I should have sent y'all the video.
I know.
We kept that around. We'll probably play it again this year to incentivize employees. But just making it a fun competition. Yeah. That's something that our employees enjoy, and we were able to do that.
Yeah, and you've been matching as well.
Yes,
How much
yes.
over the years?
Yeah, we've been matching, and so we do. The best part about North Texas Giving Day is that you can choose $10, you can choose $100. Every employee can give as they see fit and as they please. And so, and then CFT also provides us with a report, so we can also see and match our employee giving as well. So that's such a handy tool that y'all are able to do for us. And so we've matched up to $25 per donation for all donations. So that's worked out really well for us. It's an easier way for us to track. And so if one employee wants to give to a few different nonprofits, then those gifts will get matched.
Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see it.
All right, North Texas Giving Day. This is just one of the services that CFT offers local companies, is to manage and open up a business advice fund for you to make charitable giving very easy. Once you're making grants through that fund, there are no fees attached. Once again, this is an opportunity for your company to support that's one segment of the local nonprofit sector, or as many as you wish. So this is yet another way that your company can get involved and really giving back to the community in strategic ways. If this is something that you've never done before, we offer a lot of strategic philanthropy and advice and consultation. To even help your company leadership and employees identify what are causes that are most important to them. So thank you.
There we go. Perfect. Well, to add to what people have said, it takes as little as $10,000 to open up a fund at CFT, whether it's individual, family, or business fund. You don't have to maintain that amount, nor do you have to give all that money out in the same year. So it's an ideal tool for a business, small business, or large business to set up a charitable foundation and have us manage all of that. So Tom here, Tad and Pam, both, again, are actually probably one of our oldest not engaged. But they've been with us so long, yes, let me put it that way, and have just been wonderful examples of how a small company, small but mighty company, can really embrace giving back into the community. And while they do a lot of other things, I'm going to let them share their example of how they use their business advised fund at CFT to give. Thank you, Kat. Yes, please.
This is my wonderful wife, Pam.
Yes.
Some of you know her. I think a couple things, and to take a step back about Giving Day and just the whole engagement with the Communities Foundation is I learned most of what I know about philanthropy, which matches a value I've had as growing up, and Pam said, growing up of serving. Matching philanthropy and serving, I mean, I would consider myself a kind of a good case study, and when you get engaged in service, it allows you to get more engaged in service, and to then find those people around you. It's part of our core value. One of our core values is serving part of it. And one of the ways we actually interview employees talking about, do you match that core value? Because we talk about serving with the Communities Foundation and CFT for Me, and Freedom Day, and all the kind of engagement. Because I remember my first engagement was in 2002, when I got invited to participate in a Freedom Day way back in the day, and it was just like, okay, that sounds like good service. Let me go try to do some good service. So we're a testimony of growing as a company with serving, and we started out with like 3 people, and now we have about 25 core employees and 50 contingent labor at client sites. So 75 employees, and growing along through those things. But specifically on the business fund side, we started out with starting a fund for us, and we decided, okay, we're already serving, so let's do giving. And it might not sound great, but the thing I liked about starting a fund for our business was, one, I knew we wanted to give, and I knew we wanted to serve, but I didn't necessarily know who, and I didn't necessarily know when. But I knew I got the tax advantage to the business if we took the money and put it away now, and then we could always figure out later, and we always have figured out where to give that money, because amazing not-for-profits through Giving Day. That's what one of the things I love about Giving Day is the range of charities you can give to is amazing. And that's one of the things that I think is so neat about it. It's how they bring them all together. And even I've been involved with leadership in some not-for-profits, and I've told them, I said, hey, if you're going to go up with this, you're basically saying no to more donations. So you need to get involved. So one is it was really super easy for us to get our first fund. And then we decided to do a second fund to try to get to the next level of sort of philanthropy within our company, of our employees, not only supporting their service, but supporting their giving. And it was actually kind of nervous to go and say, for last year was our first time we did matching, and we were like, and I said to my wife, I was like, well, how much should we match? And she's like, I don't know, she works full-time for American Airlines. I'm like, we're not American Airlines, I do not have a balance. It's like, I don't have all that money and customers, and we have a nice business. We have a good-sized business and good-sized employees. I was like, honestly, a little nervous. And my wife said, we'll just engage in faith and let's match 100%. And I was like, really? Let me pray about that a little bit. I felt comfortable with it. I'm like, okay, so let's do that. And I think that was the thing that really engaged our people. They're like, okay, so if I give $100, you're going to give $100. If I give $25, and so it's really kind of neat to both. We had the economic success to start these funds, which I would say is both most companies, you can't really survive if you don't make money. So we put the money away, every year, not even knowing necessarily where it's going to be going the next year. And then secondly, the matching fund that we have, which is the second fund, and it matches on Giving Day. And people just have a lot of fun in it. It was everything from equine therapy to one of the ones I thought was cool was to stop bullying. Versus that was their passion because they have a child that had been bullied a lot. So they're really engaged. And I think it's just another way to engage your employees at a level where they feel cared for as people and they feel heard. And I learned about stuff from our employees and things they did sometimes through their giving. So it's just really neat, and we're just attempting to go ahead and speak.
And some of the people that have the least amount to give.
Exactly. That's exactly.
Which is why I really felt not to put the most, the cap on it, because as CEO, he had the most, we have the most amount to give. And if somebody feels like they want to give, why cap, So, I'm sorry.
And no, it's perfect. That's exactly right. Because I was kind of honestly a little scared. And when one of my other advisors said, "Well, don't worry. If you don't have enough money to give, you can always give more to match." I said, "Okay, we can do that." Because it's not easy to make money, but that to me was easier to figure out later if I need to make some more money than what do or don't I do to try to just compel our employees to continue to be engaged in the community. Because I do think it's one of the cooler things, and I think it's very appropriate that like the CFT gives like the most on Giving Day nationally. Right, it's Texas, right? But we're happy to be involved on multiple levels. Love CFT, and just excited for this year's Giving Day.
Thank you very much. And one quick added note about, if you actually have a fund at CFT, then you can literally email us or do this online as well, a list of all your donations, and we can take care of this well before Giving Day as well for you. So we sort of have a giving period that we assist you with for all your giving to the donor advice fund. So there's a little bit of an added, help, although it's super easy to get on our next Giving Day anyway. But just want to let you know, thank you all to all the companies for doing this.
Perfectly into the fourth way. We get a lot of requests from local companies about how can we partner with specific nonprofits. We have our favorite charities, we have our handful of favorite charities. How do we support them? And there's a whole myriad of ways, but just as Pat was saying about the power of matching employee gifts, a company can also be a matching fund donor to a nonprofit. So you know how powerful it is when a donor hears that their gift is going to be doubled. That's incredibly inspiring, right? Well, companies each year sponsor a matching fund to local nonprofits. So Theater 3 is here today. So you can say, okay, Theater 3, we challenge you to raise $1,000 through the platform from the community on Giving Day. And if you reach that goal, our company will give you a check directly for $1,000 to match those gifts dollar for dollar. And we have seen incredible growth in this sphere over the last few years. And now our trend data shows that nonprofits who have matching funds are significantly more successful on North Texas Giving Day than those who do not. So I really encourage you, there's actually a few nonprofits here today, but I really encourage you to think about serving in that role because it can be incredibly powerful. And also then your name gets out there in front of so many other new networks as the nonprofit in their network promote that support. Some of the other, I'm reading my notes because I can't see that. There's so many other different ways that we can partner specific nonprofits co-hosting an event, either at your company or out of the community. And then actually I put together, Amanda, my colleague put together on the back of this packet you have, there's a series of examples of how nonprofits and companies partner together. Microsoft has been one of our partners every year on North Texas Giving Day. We have our large-scale marquee event at North Park on Saturday, September 14th. Microsoft is also at North Park. They opened up their entire store to become the official donation station that day. They have all their whole store is filled with screens from North Texas Giving Day. Their staff is trained on how to talk about Giving Day, help guests and customers search for specific nonprofits and make donations. They then also provide in-kind prizes through North Texas Giving Day, even really cool in-store STEM events for serving youth. And then they also highlight individual participating nonprofits in the store to keep that momentum going all the way into the evening. But there are several more examples for you to look at. And then the last but not least is advocating and promoting North Texas Giving Day. Each year, last year we had over 81,000 donors give on North Texas Giving Day. Over 60% of responding donors say that North Texas Giving Day inspires them to give more, and 39% of our donors say that they simply gave because they wanted to be a part of something bigger than themselves. This is a huge platform and opportunity for your company to show why you're giving back, how you're giving back, and push that out through social media and email. There's so many different ways that you can do that. And once again, really throwing a cause-related networking opportunity and for you to reach out to new networks and show where you're providing support. Community Foundation of Texas is going to support you all along the way. And on the next slide, it'll show you we have so many tools for email signatures, all kinds of graphics that you can use to print materials, and the press is an excellent partner that can help you do that. Of course, there's the corporate giving platform that we'd love to discuss with you. And if you are just not even sure how to get engaged, but you want to get involved, talk with us. There's a lot of staff here today, and moving forward, we can just sit down, hear more about your company priorities and goals, and how North Texas Giving Day can fit into those. So thank you so much. We're going to have lots of opportunity to ask questions afterwards, but now I'm going to turn it over to a partner who's truly done it all, Metropolitan Press. So thank you all.
All right, thank you again. So I think back in 2009, the inception of North Texas Giving Day, I got wind of it, and this would be cool if we could do the employee match and do 100% match for our employees. And when I read through the website, I think I was under the impression that the bonus funds were also like 100% match. That's what I was kind of thinking. Then, if I make a donation on North Texas Giving Day, they have this pool of money.
They were that year.
It was that year. Okay, it was 1 year.
It's like 2 minutes. They were all gone.
Yeah, right, yeah. Bye-bye. Which is a good thing. But I'm thinking, so an employee makes a $100 donation, and I imagine, we're at 200, and we, call it North Texas Giving Day, that's a $400 donation from that nonprofit. How cool is that? Just the power of those numbers. But the bonus funds, they are limited. There's only a certain number of people that at that level are going to provide for that fund, and I think it's 3.2% this year. So, but we've always been really excited about offering that to our employees. Then when I moved into this building about 4 years ago, John Shook, my vice president, and I kind of had a brainstorm of opening this up to more than just our employees. And what if we were to do 100% match for everybody that walks into the building during North Texas Giving Day party, and we host a big event? What do you think of that? And Ted talked about being nervous. Here we go. We have a small finite group of employees, and you can kind of manage that fear. Opening up to the public with no cap and not really understanding if you're going to have 4 people walk through the door and make a donation, or 400. And here we are promising all this money. So we did put some caps and restrictions on that day, but we certainly could not have done that without the level of support we got from some corporate sponsors. And I would like them to all stand up today and let me introduce Roy and Kevin Baxman from Corporate Communications. Paper Company. Security Bank. With Express Booksellers. What we've been able to do with our corporate partners, matching partners, is develop a bigger group and be able to be in a position. And then when the funds of that are gone, they're gone. So we do have a limit on how much we're able to give that day. But we last year we had $24,000, is that correct, John? In giving right here at Metropolitan Press. And it's a more turnout this year and bigger numbers this year, but I'd actually like to bring John up and have him maybe talk about how our giving platform works and maybe some of the numbers behind that, and the number of donors that we had that day and the number of nonprofits that were represented.
Sure. Thanks, Chris. And so with that magic number, about 24,000 or so, it's also incredible to do it in a short amount of time. So it's only about a 3 to 4 hour event. It's very compressed, and just imagine all the people coming through. We have probably more than about 100 people that are coming through. There are people that we've invited, there are people, other nonprofits, people just come in that we spread the word from our partners coming in as well that make their donations. We have, let's see, I think last year it was maybe around 150, 170 different nonprofit organizations that received a donation in our building. That could have been whatever the dollar amount was all the way through. And so one other exciting thing about that, as a partner for Texas Giving Day as well, we invite all of our nonprofits to join us and come here. So just the energy that comes through with all those nonprofits. And in our first year, it was exciting. We've had a few organizations that we had Patriot Paws come in. We've had a few little puppets watching through the We've had some other exciting people that come in. It's almost like some of these nonprofit organizations are on tour. We're all the way down and they make us stop by in the Metropolitan Press. So we're excited to have that as well. And looking forward to this year too, and make it even bigger and better. A couple of things that I've heard throughout today that are very important. One is the donation stations. And I've heard that a few times, but as many as you can get, the better off you are, because it's great to get people to those stations. We usually set up about 4 to 6 that are down in our art gallery for down there. Last year, we did a great thing where we opened up with our Shakespeare Dallas, Writers Garret, and Oasis. We actually, they opened up their doors in our building as well and had donation stations there too. So we were able to kind of spread that around for that as well. Another great thing is great staffing. We have a great staff at Metropolitan. They completely buy into our buy-in to the nonprofit community. They volunteered that day, that night, to make sure that all of our guests that enter the building are greeted and toured and welcomed, and assist them at the donation stations as well. And we also do, I don't have a video, but I have props. We have a little card that we have filled out. So that kind of leads into one other thing too, is that there's also prizes that also come in for anybody that make donations. So it's also another reason. You know, I always tell my friends, if you're going to make a donation, make it on North Texas Giving Day. What better day? If you're going to make it on North Texas Giving Day, make it at Metropolitan. So come here. We have these cards, so everybody makes a donation in our building, then they fill out this, we get their information, we put it into a little prize pool, and we have donation door prizes at the end of the night. We also have great entertainment and food. I heard food was mentioned earlier too. Writers Garret, Aaron was doing a reading for us last year as well, and Shakespeare always brings the house down. So we have an actor coming in to do that as well. So always having good food and entertainment is very important. Signage. Susan, actually, I saw her out putting, make sure everybody knew where to come be here today. She had the signs out too. We do yard signs throughout the area here to make sure people know to come here. And then we're also just how important are those donation stations, but know where to go to get that money. So we put signage up for those as well too. And then again, I did highlight just making sure to we're trying to invite our neighborhood, we're trying to invite our partners, we're trying to invite our vendors, we're trying to invite the nonprofits. We get our staff, invite their clients, their friends, and everyone else. It creates a lot of energy. This room is full of a lot of energy, and it's really exciting. There's a few highlights there too.
It's not only this room. I hope that most of you had a chance to walk through Metropolitan. We have the freight company on one side, but the rest of us, when I bought this building, we really did want to have our tie into the nonprofits and to the art world. So we have the tenants that are nonprofit organizations here, as well as an art gallery called Art Space. we feature a different artist every single month, and they get an opportunity to show their, their work and sell it commission-free. We don't charge like a normal gallery would, where we really want to encourage the artists to make full value on selling art. And we also have some working artists in the building as well. We have, and one of them, two of them are in Open Studio, so I'd welcome you to walk back there and you can just kind of see what they're doing as they're in right now. You'll see the art gallery back there, and then two more are in one of the offices in the back. So Metropolitan, we feel like we surrounded ourselves with a lot of creativity, a lot of great people, a lot of great energy, and that's all kind of on display during North Texas Giving Day too. It's always exciting to have so many people walk through and you get to see what we're all about here, if you can survive the parking lot. And yeah, I guess that's about it for what we do. It's a super fun event. If anybody wants to come down, you're more than welcome. And this year we'll be looking to probably even expand our partnerships to see if we can offer just a little bit more on the matching, because we do expect the program to grow. But I do want to stress how grateful I am to our partners here who made this all possible. We're a small company, and we don't have deep pockets to be able to pull off full matching if we didn't have the support from our friends in the community. So thank you guys very much.
I'm not sure, but I think Chris just offered to have your kids back. I'm here. Don't abuse that. Thank you all for those wonderful stories. It's very inspiring to hear them all. I imagine you all have some questions, and so this is what we're going to do, because we're about to complete our formal program. If you're interested in just where to go to get started, go talk to Tina over here. If you're interested in hosting an event, please talk to Amanda in the middle. If you're interested in sponsoring a prize,
Come on over.
If you're interested in more about CFT for Business, Sejal and Kimberlake will be back here. And if you're interested in hearing more about the corporate giving platform, Matt Allen will be here to answer your questions. Truth is, these people know their stuff and can probably answer any questions you have. I'm trying to organize with it. Caitlin referenced the handout. It's got a lot of material that we've covered already, so I'll just help you. If you want to get in touch with us, you're welcome to grab a business card, but probably the easiest thing is to email us at northtexasgivingjay@cftexas.org, and we'll get you in touch with the right person. And as Caitlin said, we'll be glad to support you whatever your efforts are going forward. So one last time, I'd like to thank all of our presenters. I'd like to thank Metropolitan Press. It's been lovely. We've got such a great facility, and thank you so much for having us and trusting us. And thank all of you all for being here. With that being said, there are a number of cookies out there.